Hello, welcome back to yoga class. So one of the lovely things in a yoga class is to really start with centering. So I'm going to light a candle, and this represents connecting with the light within you, and it's just a lovely way to really realize that you're more than just your thoughts. There's a space within you. This is what yoga is all about, is about connecting to the space, which means union, which means yoke. So I'm just going to light this candle and feel that your own light within you. So if you want to think of this as whatever higher power, if you believe in God, if you believe in the earth, if you believe in your ancestors, something that's bigger than you that holds you. So really connect with that in your inner being now as I light the candle. And then just take whatever way you like, lying on the floor, making sure you're comfortable. You can use a pillow underneath your head or a blanket rolled up underneath your neck, whatever suits you. So getting into your Shavasana. Arms rolled out. Use the cushion if you need to. If your head's back like that, you need a cushion. And if you're looking behind you, at the ceiling behind you, take a moment to make yourself really comfortable. Adjust, rolling the arms out into Shavasana arms, feeling the heart center opening, letting the legs fall away, allowing the buttocks to simply spread, feeling the floor holding you and supporting you. Allowing the body to sink down into the earth. Feeling you're unconditionally held and supported. And scan through your body from top to toe. How does the head feel? Relaxing the forehead, eyes. Relaxing the cheeks, lips, chin and jaw. Feeling the whole face soft, easy. Relaxing the neck and the throat. Shoulder blades relaxed. Arms relaxed, fingers and hands relaxed. Feel the backs of the arms on the floor and allow that connection to spread. Be aware of the back, buttocks, and remember if the back is sore, simply bend the knees and have the feet on the floor or have a cushion or blanket underneath the knees. Find the way that Shavasana works for you, where you are the most relaxed as possible. Allow the buttocks to relax, allow the legs, the feet, the whole body heavy and warm, softening and releasing. And take your awareness to your torso, to your chest, to your belly, to your back, and feel the breath as it moves through the body. Feel the breath moving, softening, soothing, breathing out and breathing in. Listening to the sound of your breath as it enters the body, as it leaves the body, and feel it's like the sound of the sea, soothing, naturally, effortlessly and easily. Noticing every out breath, every in breath, and the space between the breaths. We start our yoga practice like this to ensure that we stay aware and open to the sensations in the body and the sensations of the breath as we work, as we move, as we practice. So feeling and attuning to the sensations in the body and the sensations in the breath. Feeling the body held and supported by Mother Earth, relaxing, trusting, feeling supported. And taking 5 more lovely long, slow out breaths and in breaths, noticing how many insights that you can get in this simple 5 breaths. Each breath inviting greater relaxation and greater awareness. Noticing, allowing, being present. Taking your time, but when you finish your 5 breaths, bring the heels onto the floor. Bring the palms of the hands onto the body beside you, thumbs beside the thighs. Back of the neck long, chin slightly towards the chest. Heels down, feet up. Breathing out, relaxing the body. As you breathe in, floating the arms up overhead, stretching, stretching, stretching. And have this full body stretch with the heels down, fingers lengthening behind you. Shoulders down from the ears. Breath flowing effortlessly and easily. Just stretching the whole body. If your hands don't go that far back, just take them to where is right for you. As you breathe in, you lengthen through the body. As you breathe out, you feel the support of the earth beneath you. Keep the breath flowing. Bring relaxation into the body by paying attention to body sensations and paying attention to the breath. And on the next out breath, you can slowly float the arms down. Bending the knees up, hugging the knees into the chest, gently rocking the back from side to side, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Easing out the back, noticing where you need that work on the back today. Just feeling, if you bring the knees in, you get higher up the back. If you push the knees further away, you get lower back. So where do you need that bit of tender loving care today? Keep the shoulders soft, keep the breath flowing. And if you like to move the head and neck slightly too, just easing out any tension. Toes facing up. And then hug the knees right in. If it's right for you, listen to your body. Lift the head, neck and chest up. Hold it for as long as it's right for you. Keeping the softness in the back of the neck and the shoulders. Keeping the toes pointing up to the ceiling. Shoulders relaxed. Breath flowing. Release the head when you need to. If you can keep it up, keep it up. But if you need to release it and bring it up, do what's right for you. And then release the head to the floor. Bring the upper arms onto the floor. Slide the legs up. Now don't worry too much. If you can, straighten the legs and push into the heels and bring the toes to the face, do so. But if you need to keep the knees bent, do what's right. Let's make sure the back feels relaxed. And then we're just going to massage up through the legs, lifting the head, neck and chest. Just you taking your attention to where your legs want it. If you can, straighten the legs, do that. And if you don't want to take your head up, but let everything be soft, let everything be easy. If there's anywhere in particular that needs a bit of tender care, I have issues in my ligaments or in your knees, and just rubbing those legs, Lifting the head, neck and chest, keeping the shoulders soft, the back of the head soft. And then release the bend in the knees, bring the feet back towards the hips, feet on the floor, slide the legs away. Just taking a breath here, noticing how the body feels, feeling the support of the floor, watching the breath, tuning into the breath, tuning into the body. Bend the knees up, roll over and come up into sitting. So if you want to use cushions, you want to be sitting comfortably with your back straight. So I'm going to use 2 cushions and you're popping up there. If you find your knees, your ankles sore, you can have a blanket and have your blanket underneath the knees. So you're getting comfortable on your seat. Take a time to adjust. You can find the little sit bones. If you want to use blocks, if you have blocks, work away and sit whatever way is comfortable for you. Feel yourself grounded and feel yourself lifting. So you've got gravity pulling you down, the floor, your body is made of the earth, you feel that lovely connection and you're lifting and lengthening up. Watch the breath. And we're just going to do a few little movements here. So we're going to bring the arms up, relax through the shoulders and feel the buttocks connected to the chair or to the cushion, and you're lifting up through your arms and your shoulders are relaxing. Breathing in and breathing out. Be aware of every now sensation as you lift up, as you relax the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the right arm down. Keep the left fingers lifted. Feel the inner elbows. Don't be having this like a ballet dancer here. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, you slide this hand down. You turn the chest so that it's coming up towards this armpit, keeping this arm straight, keeping the shoulder down, breathing in and breathing out. You feel the thighs moving towards the floor. Make sure you're not hurting your ankles. Make sure you're only going where is right for your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your spine tall? And slowly coming back up. Fingers stand the fingers, shoulders relaxed. And this time we bring up the right hand, left fingers on the floor. Breathing in, lengthen through to the fingers, engaging that inner elbow without bringing your shoulder up. And breathing out, over we go. Sliding this hand, making sure the heart centre, the breastbone is coming up towards this armpit. The shoulder is down, the spine is tall, the legs are relaxed. Breathing in, lengthening, breathing out, over you go. Just go to wherever is right for you. If your shoulders are sore, you can have your hand on your hip. Don't hurt yourself, do no harm, listen to your body, do what's right for you, come out of it when you need to come out of it. If you're not breathing, please breathe. If you're not breathing, it means come out of it. You're overdoing it. Find your sweet spot. Find the spot where you feel the work being done, but you're not hurting yourself. You're not overdoing it. Sometimes you're better to back off and then go a little bit deeper into it. Sometimes you're better just to back off and stay backed off. And slowly come down. Beautiful. And breathe. So we will do our little twist from here. So we're going to put our left hand on our right thigh and our right hand is coming around our back. We're facing forward to begin with. Feel your spine lifting and lengthening, and then you're rotating from your waist, from your ribs, from your shoulders, head and neck last to turn. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the breath flowing, keep the spine long, keep the thighs relaxed, make sure there's no pain in the ankles. See where you can see. Let the breath continue to flow. The in-breath is lengthening, the out-breath is rotating. Shoulders relaxing and coming back. Notice how you're feeling. And now, right hand goes on the left, left comes behind you. You can finger stand the fingers to give you that bit of height. Shoulders are relaxed. You feel the crown of the head lifting up to the ceiling as you breathe in. As you breathe out, rotating, feel the waist rotating first, then the ribs, then the shoulders, neck, head, eyes last. Eyes open. Be aware of what you see. These twists psychically are supposed to really help unwind problems in your life. They're helping you see in a new way, from a new perspective. They're great to wring out the spine. They're great to wring out the organs. So feel all of the organs getting a lovely wring out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the thighs relaxed. Keep the breath flowing. Being aware of where the resistances are, where your body is saying that's enough. And slowly, slowly coming back. Good. Now if you've got one leg in front of the other, change the cross in the leg. This keeps the hips right. If you're feeling, you need extra support here or extra support in your ankles, please find a way of doing these that you're not hurting yourself. If your back is like this, you need to be higher. You need to get higher, more pillows. So we're here. So sitting up nice and tall, bringing the arms up again. We're going to drop the elbows. Now if you can't do this, you can have your hands around the back. So listen to your body. There's always modifications, and if you've an issue and you need a modification, you can email me or message me and I will let you know the modification and give you a wee picture. So you're dropping the thumbs to the back of the neck, and your hands, your fingers can be clasped or they can be on top of each other, and we're going to move into a back bend. So we're just bringing the elbows back. The thumbs are running down the back of the neck to support the neck. Your hands are supporting your head, and you're lifting the breastbone up and the elbows back. Breathing in, feel the length in the spine. Breathing in, lifting up, looking up towards the ceiling if that suits. And then as you breathe out, we're going to drop the chin to the chest and drop the elbows towards each other. So this is a bit of neck work, so we're breathing in, lifting up, elbows back, feeling those shoulder blades squeezed, breathing out, chin to chest, elbows towards each other. And go at your own pace with your own breath. You don't need to follow mine. I'm quite a tall person, I'm quite a wide person, so my lungs might have different capacities, so you just need to go with your breath. Don't go too fast though. Breathing in, elbows back, protect your neck. This gives you an idea of how far you can go up. Breastbone up. Breathing out, keeping the shoulders relaxed, chin to chest. And one more. Breathing in. And breathing out. And coming down. Good. So let's get the feet out. And just make sure that you weren't compromising the ankles. So just give your ankles a little rub, give your legs a little rub. And remember, it's circles around the joints. So you can do little circles around the joints, making sure that you were doing no harm to your body. Sometimes we don't even know we're doing harm. And then you do the strokes in the limbs. So lovely strokes. This is just really good for nourishing, nurturing, clearing and cleansing. And then the circles in the joints. Just that lovely connection. So I really am hoping that you're staying connected with your family, with your friends during this virus lockdown, but also we want to stay connected with our body and with our breath. And remember the joints, the hips, it's the circles. So at any stage, if you're doing the cross-legged and you're just feeling something's not quite right, just stop and do a little bit of this work. Okay, so we're going to move into our tabletop, and again I'm going to move the mat, and you may need your props, you may need a blanket, So if you're on a carpet, you may not even have a yoga mat, that's okay, you don't need one. But if you're on a carpet, your knees might be okay. But if your knees are sore, you just use a blanket, and you can put a blanket underneath your knees. If your wrists are sore, I would just leave this bit out. Don't bother even working on the wrists. If you have your hands and they can go like that with a kind of like a 90-degree angle, then that's fine. But if your hands are kind of going like that, when you stick your hands out, you're going to need a bit of support. So the support could be a blanket, where you're folding the blanket up and you've got the hands like that. Or you could just use, your cushions. So play around and see what's right with you. They may be too soft. So play around and see what suits you. And if it doesn't suit you to use, if you're feeling pressure on your wrists, then you need to leave it out. So we're here. If you bring your arms up like this and imagine you've got like a belt around your arms and you're pulling the belt apart, you'll feel these big muscles working. And that's what we want to do. When we're doing our tabletops, we don't want to collapse into the wrist. We don't want to hold all our body weight with our wrists. We want to be using the big muscles to hold our body weight. So we're here. You can see that everything has to be in a line. Shoulders, elbows, wrists in alignment. So, and hip bones, knees and feet straight back. If you're struggling with your ankles, you could put your cushion or you could put your blanket like so. Just to give yourself support. Do no harm. Find ways of modifying. If it's not working for you, leave it out. Or ask me and I'll give you a different way of doing it. I mean, it might take a little while, but the option's there. So we're here. We're going to move the bum from side to side. Imagine it's our tail. We're just wagging our tail. We're taking the head and neck the same direction as we're taking the hips. Just do this nice and slowly and feel this work. Now check, are you collapsing into your wrists? You see these wee inner elbows here? They should be facing each other. Like so. Rather than facing forward. And you're pushing through the whole of the fingers. So as if the fingers are spread and facing forward, and as if the hands are coming forward, and as if you've got webbed hands and you're pushing in here. So we're moving the bum from side to side, turning the head and neck. And then coming back to centre, moving into the cat. So in the cat, the hands, the arms and legs don't move. You're pushing the hips back, bringing the breastbone forward. Don't lift the head up too much. Keep the neck in line with the spine and bring the breast through the arms. Arms are working strongly. You're maybe looking a couple of metres in front of you, and then tuck the tailbone in, suck the navel back to spine. Upper back arches up, chin to chest. Breathing in. As you come forward, as you widen the hips, bring the chest through. Don't lift the head up too much. Breathing out. Tailbone in, arching that back up. Chin into the chest. Do a few more like this. Breathing in and breathing out. I'm really working my belly here. My belly relaxes as my bum pushes out. And then as I tuck my tailbone in, I'm sucking my navel back to spine. The shoulders stay soft and down from the ears. Breathing in, one more. And coming back to neutral spine. Bringing your hips back to your heels, stretching your hands forward, creeping the fingers forward, drop the head. Your ears are alongside your arms. And we're going to walk and dial the hands over to the right, walking and dialing the hands over to the right. And when you get as far as you can, see if you can creep those left fingers up a little bit more. You should feel a lovely stretch here. Relax the shoulders, watch the breath, and check in with the rest of your body. Are your hips still okay? Are your thighs okay? Are your ankles okay? Is your head okay? Keep breathing. Keep seeing where you can relax. And then walking the hands back, dialing around over to the left. creep the right hand up a little more, creeping those fingers up a little more. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. I'm just lifting my head so I can talk, but you can keep your head down. Watch the breath, feel the stretch in the body and soften and relax and release into it. And slowly, slowly coming back to centre. And back up onto tabletop. So we're going to stretch the legs away. I've got enough room here. So you're in your tabletop, you don't have to move. I'm just moving so you can see a bit better. And step the right foot back. So you've got the ball of the right foot there and you're really pushing that through that heel as if you're trying to get the heel onto the floor. The arms are strong, the fingers are spread. You're pushing the hands into the earth and bringing the chest away and keep that leg engaged. Can you bring that right leg up? Now don't bring it too high, keep it in level with the pelvis. Bend the knee, point the toe to the ceiling and then imagine that you're trying to touch your head with your toe. Lifting the breastbone up, don't put the head too far back, lift up. Where's the breath? Now come out of it. If you need to come out of it, come out of it. And down. If just coming back, moving your wrists, making sure you're not putting too much pressure on your wrists, always listening to your body. And do it again. So again, what do I need from my wrists? If you're doing too much with the wrists, you can just try doing it with your forearms on the floor. And then we're stretching the left leg back. We put the ball of the foot on the floor first, walk it back, and then really feel as if you're inviting that heel to the floor. This engages the whole leg. Keep the breastbone away from the floor, fingers spread, visualising you've webbed feet. The shoulders are down from the ears. Watch the breath flow. Breathing in and breathing out. And then lifting that leg up. Making sure that the pelvis is in line. Don't lift it too high, just keep the leg coming back. Point the toe and then bring the leg up. And as if you're trying to tip the head, get the head with your toe. Bringing the breastbone through the arms. Don't overstrain. Check that your neck isn't overstraining with your throat. You can still feel your throat. Not too tight, and the back of your neck not too here. It's very hard teaching whenever I can't see you, making sure you're doing it right. So I'm really trusting you to really listen to your body. Is your throat over tight? You need to bring your head down a bit. And then down. And then just moving into the forearms on the floor, bringing your wrists up. And breathing, just noticing how you feel. Shoulders relaxed. And then coming back up again. And this time we're going to just bring the arm out. So again, it's very, very important that the arm's directly underneath. You stretch out that right arm and lift the right arm. Extend the right arm forward. Bring the left leg back. Extend the left leg back. Oh, I can see, took up my foot on the radiator and it's on, it's lovely and warm. But you're here. And then we're going to bend the knee and bend the elbow. So we're bringing the elbow to the knee, arch the back up, breathing in and breathing out. Now if that's too much for the wrists, you can just do the hand itself or you can just do the foot itself. So it's up to you. But if you can carry on, I'm just going to move forward, breathing in and breathing out. It's so vital that the wrist is being supported by the upper arm. You're not taking all the weight into the wrist. So this arm has to be in a good alignment. And coming back. And let's take the knees out wide, feet together, bring the hips back, support the head. You can use your wrists, you can use your head like this, you can use your fists, or if your head goes right on the floor, you can bring your head onto the floor if you want to bring your hands to your feet. And breathe, and as you breathe in this posture, I'm coming up because I can't talk from there. Feel the shoulders relax, feel the back relax, feel the breath flowing, be present, feel that lovely connection with the earth. And coming back up, make sure that your hands are in good alignment. We're going to do the other side. So the other side, I think, is left leg back. Is it left leg back? If I've got this wrong, it is. I didn't get it wrong. It's right leg back. Left arm forward. So we start with the left arm forward. And then we can lift that right leg up, extending back, really feeling the chest far away from the floor. You're not collapsing down. You're not using your wrist. You're using your core. You're using the whole of your arm. Your shoulders are relaxed. And then elbow to knee, looking towards the knee, lift, stretching ahead. So if it's too much for you, nobody's going to see if you're sitting there doing your hair pose, if that's what you need to do. Breathing in and breathing out. This is very good for back issues. It's very good for strengthening arms. Very good for just keeping present and coming back. And this time we'll do the hair pose with the knees together. Bringing the hips back to the heels. Again, support the head whatever way you want. And breathe. Head down. Head supported. Relax. Shoulders soft. Spine releasing. Spine relaxing. Being present. Good. And coming up. So the hands come a bit further forward for the dog. You're slightly further forward. And remember that thumb pulling in towards the first finger. So if the hand's on the floor, if you try this at home, if you have your hand just here and you're poking this muscle, you'll feel this muscle is a bit softer. Whereas if you push the thumb in as if you're trying to get it in towards that first finger, you'll see this bicep engages. So you want to feel those big muscles engaging. The hands are slightly further forward. The fingers are spread and they're still pointing forward, directly forward. The toes are curled under. Your shoulders are relaxed. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in, the toes are curled under. You lift the knees up off the floor. You push the body weight back. You lift the bum high in the air. You go up onto your tippy toes to begin with. And then you start to invite right foot down, left foot down. Right foot down, left foot down, and then both feet towards the floor. It doesn't matter if you don't get the feet towards the floor. My mum's joke was always it took her 20 years to get the heels to hit the floor when she was learning yoga. But you want to really push the body weight back. If your wrists are being compromised, you need to come out of it. The way to get your wrists not compromised is to push the body weight back and take the weight and the work into the legs, keeping the back lengthened. Now check your head is soft, release the neck, and when you need to come out of it, you can come out of it. If you want to stay in it, stay in. Do what's right for you. I love to have a good little kind of, get right into my hips and really kind of get into those different muscle groups. But when you're ready, you just take the body weight forward, put the knees on the floor, uncurl the toes, moving into your hair, supporting the head, relaxing and releasing. Move your wrists, move your ankles, just come up and check that you aren't doing too much pressure here. You really need to get in tune with your body, respect your body, listen to its own intelligence, and you want to work to your edge, but never over the edge. So just see how you're at. So we're going to come to standing. So you can come in through dog. If you know how to come in through dog, you just come up and walk in or jump in. Or if you want to, you curl the toes at the back. You cup your fingers here beside your knees and you lift your knees up. Walk your hands back and come into standing. Good. So we're standing. So feel the feet connected to the floor. Make sure the body weight is equally distributed amongst the feet and the feet are parallel and coming forward. Now some people have kind of triangle shaped feet, so they say inner feet parallel, but see what suits you. And let's do a little bit of a rock, heel to toe, just massaging through those feet. And then feel as if you're squeezing the block between your feet, squeezing the block between your thighs, tailbone in. We do this thing in yoga called Mula Bandha, which is your perineum between the sexual organs and the anal muscles, lifted up. Navel back to spine. So it's almost like if you have 3 fingers here, it's a third, and you had your index finger on your belly button, it's the ring finger as you're like lifting, pulling up and back. Breastbone lifted, shoulders open, shoulders gliding down the back. This is your Tadasana pose. All your standing poses start with your Tadasana. So feel the feet rooting and grounding. You're a creature of the earth, you're made of the earth, but you've got pure potentiality, so you're lifting and growing like the little sunflower moving up towards the sun. So feel your rootedness, your solidness, the bodiness of you, materialness of earth body we have, and this potentiality where we're moving and growing and expressing new things all the time. So if you can, let's move into our extended Tadasana. So you're bringing the arms up, the feet and legs are strong. I feel as if I'm squeezing my thighs. My tailbone's in, my mullah band is lifted, my navel's back to my spine. But my shoulders are relaxed, my face is relaxed. My inner elbows are working, my fingers are growing. So I'm alert, I am working, and I am also relaxed. So this is the duality, this is the yoga, the union. So as we breathe in, we lengthen. As we breathe out, we soften. Breathe, and I'm pushing my feet into the earth. I'm lifting my hands up. Breathing out, my eyes relax, my jaw relaxes, my breath lets go. So we're constantly playing moment to moment awareness. And of course, just bring your hands down if you need to. Breathing in and out, breathing in, lengthening, breathing out. And then we're slowly going to bring our hands down, just really feeling the air, the texture of the air as you move. So we're going to move into our forward bend. So in the forward bend, we really want to keep the length in the spine. I'm just going to turn, you can stay facing forward. Tailbones in, legs strong. If you have a bad back, keep the knees bent. So I'm really lifting and lengthening. I'm going to have my hands on my hips, fingers at these little creases here. Breathing in, lengthen. If you have any issues at all in the back, have your knees bent. And even if you don't have any issues in the back, you don't want to push your knees back. You want to keep your legs strong, so it's you're squeezing like a block and have a micro bend in your knees. Lengthening up, hips back, chest forward, crown of the head. Now you're not lifting your head up like this. You're keeping the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Legs super strong, hips coming back, breastbone coming forward, shoulders relaxed. Just come wherever's right for you. It might be here. It might be here. Wherever it is, just play with your edge. Are your shoulders relaxed? Are your legs super strong and working? Is your breath flowing? Is your bum back? Is your breastbone and head coming forward? Moving this way. And then slide the hands down the legs. Bend the knees if there's any back issues. And slowly, nose to knees, crown of the head to the floor. Relax through the shoulders. Bend the knees if you need to. Straighten the legs if you can. You can play with that edge. Bending the knees, straightening the legs, or even a little bit straightening them. I don't know if you can hear me with my head down there. Moving into the forward bend. It's nice to grip the inner elbows with the thumbs, opposite hands to opposite elbow, and let yourself hang out. And the breath is like a wave of the ocean where you're just releasing and you're relaxing and your body's bobbing with the breath, like a little boat bobbing on the ocean, breathing in and breathing out. Strong, strong legs. Coming out of it, lift the head, bend the knees if you have any back issues, keep the legs straight if you can. Visualize the blocks between your feet, between your thighs, and slowly, with a lovely straight spine, hips coming back, head coming forward, slowly lift up. Beautiful. And relax. Just notice how you feel after doing your forward bend. So we're going to move into our backward bend. So it's the same as we did from sitting, we're now doing from standing. If you have shoulder issues, have your hands behind your back, otherwise lifting your arms up, dropping your elbows, having your thumbs running down the back of your neck, your hands supported by your head. Strong, strong legs. Imagine your hip bones are against a wall. Feel the front of the body tall. Tailbone in, mula bandha lifted, legs strong and powerful, and slowly opening up the chest, lifting the breastbone up. Really feeling the front of the body long. Strong, powerful legs. I like to lift my toes up and push my soles of my feet down as I feel my legs engaged. Tailbone, mula bandha, breath. And again, you can play with this. You can come a little bit further forward. You can come a little bit further back. And remember, if your hands are on your lower back, if it's too much for your shoulders, bring the elbows in. Bring the shoulder blades together. Tailbone in. You can almost feel those glutes working. And explore your edge. Play with your edge. Chest coming up. Elbows coming up. Can you feel a little tremble? If you feel a little tremble, maybe back out of it. Or maybe go a little bit deeper into it. Explore and play with your edge. What does this feel like? And slowly coming back up. They're so energizing, those back bends. They just make you feel really, really good. So scan through your body, check you feel okay. So we're going to move into a Trikonasana, triangle pose. I'm just going to move the mat. Okay. So we're going to start slowly and move into it gently. So the feet, you want the feet parallel. So keep checking. People's feet are all over the place. Sometimes people say go to the back of your mat so that your heels are on the same line. But that's the idea that you want. And then feel as if you're squeezing like an invisible block between your legs so that you've got a bit of work going on in the legs. Tailbone's in, your mula bandha is lifted, your navel's back to spine, your shoulders are relaxed. Start with the hands on the hips. Now I'm doing mirror image here, so I'm going to lift the left toes. You can see I'm lifting the toes up and I'm turning the left toes in slightly towards the right foot. And then I'm lifting the right toes and turning the right toes all the way around, so it's like 90 degrees. Now you can see my body is turning over that way a bit, so I don't want that. So I'm pushing into that back leg and I'm bringing my chest to face forward. If my back was against a wall, my back would be, touching the wall. One shoulder isn't up. So we're here. The legs and feet are grounded and rooted. I'm squeezing my legs together, tailbones in, mula here. Everything's strong here. I'm going to extend out through my right hand. I'm going to turn and look out over those right fingers. Now check your shoulder blades are gliding down your back. You don't want your arm higher than your shoulders. Now we're going to start very slowly with this. So if you know the full pose and you want to go into the full pose, you go for it. Otherwise we're going to just break this down. So breathing in, I'm lengthening up through my spine. This shoulder is coming back here. The back is against the wall. Breathing out. I'm using my left hand to pull the left hip back and I'm stretching the right fingers forwards towards the wall. I'm going to place the right hand wherever it goes to on my leg. I'm going to get my left hand, put it on my heart centre and lift my heart centre up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then I'm going to if it's right, if your shoulder's fine, you can lift your hand up. If it's not, keep your hand on your hip. Bring your right hand up. Now palm is facing forward. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm pushing into my back leg. So I've used this hand to lift the breastbone up to keep that open and here. Now if you're feeling anything weird in the knees, you can have a little small bend in this knee, but if not, keep in this right knee, but if not, keep this leg straight. So now we're going to work the pose. Back leg strong, heart coming up, breathing in, and as I breathe out, I'm just slowly seeing if I can bring my hand down my leg. I am not coming down like this. That's why I've lifted the chest up. I'm not coming down towards the floor. My chest is lifting, my hand is lifting. If it suits your head and neck, you can turn to look up towards here. So this is a tricky enough wee pose, so just make sure that you're doing no harm. Keep the tailbone in, keep the back leg strong, keep the breastbone lifting, and it doesn't matter here where your hand is. It might be better here, you might be better here. So just see where you're going. It's the idea of it is to stretch your side. So if you come down like this, you're not getting the stretch along this left side. That's what we're looking for. Breathing in, breathing out. Come out of it when you need to. Check your knees aren't hurting. Breathing in and breathing out. If you don't want to turn your head to look up towards your hand, just look straight ahead. Check you're feeling okay. Back leg really grounded and rooted. Tailbone in. Breathing in and breathing out. Just see where you get to. There's no rush. If you're here, you'll be better off here, feeling the stretch, than here and the hand down. Good, and slowly coming up. Oh, I'm falling all over the place. And bring the legs in. Give yourself a wee shake. How are you feeling? Feeling good. And then we'll do the other side. So again, you don't want the feet too wide. You want the feet, it's about 1 metre apart, or maybe about the size of your, slightly less than your leg apart. Feet have to be parallel, hands on hips. This time we turn the left toes in slightly towards the right toes in slightly towards the left left foot all the way around. Chest forward, tailbone in, mullah band lifted. Get the foundation. Get the foundation. Feel the strength in the legs, feel the length in the spine, feel the openness in the shoulders. Left hand out, look out here. Are your shoulders relaxed? Is this collarbone open? Breathing in, lengthen up through the spine. Breathing out, pulling the right hip back, extending the left hand forward, putting the left hand wherever it goes to. Above the knee, on the knee, below the knee. Get the right hand, put the right hand on the breastbone and lift the breastbone up. Hand comes up if that sits, otherwise here. So breathing in, breathing out. Keeping that heart centre, that breastbone coming up towards that right armpit. Let the left hand sliding down. Strong back legs, long spine, tailbone in. Come out of it when you need to. Strong legs. Now feel that the spine is long, the shoulders are relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out. Be aware of every now sensation. Coming out of it if it's too much. See if the breath can be soft and slowly come up. You might need to bend the knee to come up and step the feet in. Very energizing. Notice how your body feels. Breathing out, softening and releasing. So we'll do a little bit of shoulders and work the shoulders and do a wee forward bend. So bringing the arms out to shoulder length, extending through the fingers. Breathing in, palms up, breathing out all the way around. Just really keeping the shoulders gliding down the back, keep the feet parallel, spine long, tailbone, mullah, navel back to spine. Breathing in, chest open, breathing out. Now keeping the hands here, we're going to extend through the fingers, feeling as if the fingers are being pulled to either side of you. Drop the thumbs towards the floor, sweep the hands behind your back and see if you can grasp and interlock the fingers. When you interlock the fingers, if you can't, just see what you can do. Can you hold here? If you can interlock the fingers, the palms stay facing up and the backs of the hands, the knuckles stay facing down. And you bring the shoulder blades together and invite the hands down. You're pulling, not pulling, I don't like those words pulling. I use them all the time, but they're not appropriate for yoga. It's like inviting and encouraging. Inviting and encouraging the backs of the hands towards the floor, squeezing those shoulder blades together, pulling the hands down towards the floor, and then lifting the arms up, 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 seeing how high up you can get them, keeping the legs strong. It doesn't matter how high, even if you just come to here, it's down and up. So bringing them towards the floor, away from the back, and then lifting them as high as you can. Feeling that lovely squeeze in the shoulder blades. Bend the knees, hips back, keep the neck in line, don't lift the head. All the way down, hips back, breastbone forward, arms coming up, nose to knees. Doesn't matter how far up you get, squeeze in the shoulders, head to the floor, bend the knees if you need to. Feel the breath. Be at your edge. What you're feeling is resistance. So you're not pushing beyond that, you're softening into it. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. If you're straightening them, straighten them. But feel as if you're squeezing the block between your feet, squeezing a block between your thighs, and making sure you're not hyperextending those knees by having a little bend and using the big muscles of the thighs. Drop the hands to the back. Lift the head, release the hands, and slowly, slowly come back up. Feels good. Notice how you're feeling. Were you overdoing it? Were you underdoing it? How's the body now? So what's good about yoga isn't when you're doing the poses, it's when you finish doing the poses and you go, yeah, this is why I'm doing yoga, because I feel good. So we're going to do warrior 2. So warriors are great poses for creating steadiness, creating steadfastness. So the feet are a wee bit wider. The reason we have the feet wider is because if you look at the pose, when you're doing the pose fully, and don't rush into it, I'm going to talk you into it. You bend this knee and you do not want that knee over the ankle. Okay, so you want the knee stacked on top of the ankle. So I'm going to talk you through, but just have a wee look at these pointers. The back foot is in, and I'm really pushing in as if I'm pushing into the outside edge of the foot. I'm pushing the outside edge of the foot into the leg. This engages this leg. The tailbone's tucked in, my mula band is picked up, and my back is against the wall. The knee, as I bend this knee, the knee bends as much as I can, and I'm inviting the knee to the little toe side of the body. So I'm not letting this knee fall out to the front. This knee is coming back like so. And then the chest is pointing forward and we're here. So I'm going to talk you through it, talk you into it, okay? So those are the pointers to look out for. Oh yeah, the other pointer is when you're in it, you don't lean forward. You just keep the spine upright, so rather than, okay? So we're here. The feet are wide enough that you've still got stability. Parallel to begin with, strong legs, tall spine, open and relaxed shoulders. Yes, I repeat this a lot, but it's always worth remembering. Hands on hips, left toes in towards right, right foot 90 degrees, breastbone coming forward, hips slightly over to the right. Put a bend in that right knee, hands can be here, extend through the fingertips, drop the shoulder blades. Turn your head and neck and look out over the right hand. Keep your gaze on the middle of the right fingers. You don't want this hand too far down or too high up, so you can turn your head and check you're still in shoulder level. And then keeping, as if you've a rope at the crown of your head, lift, 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 bending that front right knee, inviting the right knee towards the little toe side. Back leg really, really strong, as if you're pushing into the outside edge of the back leg. Spine lifting, crown of the head coming up, back leg strong, and then you're just inviting that front knee to bend deeper. You can have a wee look, check that the knee isn't going over the ankle. Keeping that heart centre really open, and then you're working the pose. So as you breathe in, you're lengthening up through the spine. As you breathe out, you're bending the knee a little more. As you breathe in, you're extending the arms away. As you breathe out, you're dropping the shoulders. As you breathe in, you're pushing into that back left leg, outside edge of the foot. As you breathe out, you're softening your eyes and face. So remember, as you work the pose with your breath, you're breathing in, working into it, breathing out, softening. And then release. Whew. Warrior. Give yourself a wee shake. Oh, so lovely. Give my body a wee pat, a wee bit of gratitude, a wee bit of love. Notice how you're feeling. Do the other side. What we do on one side, we do on the other. So feet out wide, hands on hips, right toes in towards left, left foot all the way around, tailbone, mula bandha, navel back to spine, shoulders open, and here. So we start to bend that front knee. Now remember, the back leg strong and active. Crown of the head moving to the ceiling. Shoulders rolling down the back. Eyes fixed on your middle finger. This front knee on the left side going back. Back leg, right leg really grounded and rooted. Tailbone in. You can check, you can have a look behind you, check that arm's in the right place. It's not sinking, it's not coming up too high. Shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Legs strong, spine tall, breathing in and breathing out. Keep checking that knee. If you want to know, if you want to put your hand there even, and just invite that leg back. If you want to put your hand here and check that leg is strong. If you want to put your hand on your bum, check that your glutes are engaged. Do what you need to do to get the pose. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine, breathing out, softening the shoulders. Breathing in, strong back leg. Breathing out, gravity is just pulling you down a little deeper. Can you bear it for another couple of breaths? If you can't, come out of it. If you can, stay in for another couple of breaths. Where can you make it more easy? Use your breath to bring softness and ease into the body. Oh, relaxing the shoulders. Whew, coming out of it. Tongue out is optional. And up we come. Notice how you're feeling. Let's do a forward bend just to release everything out. So we'll do a wide leg forward bend this time. Feet parallel, feet nice and wide. The wider you get, the closer the ground is, but you need a bit of stability. So if it's too wide, you lose your stability. So feel the legs squeeze together, hands on hips, tailbone in, lift through the spine, bend through the knees. Now don't put the head back. Back of the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Bend the knees if you need to, just coming down. Slide your hands down your legs. Oh, feel that lovely release in the back. You can bend the knees. If your hands go on the floor, fine. If they don't, hold your legs, hold your ankles, hold your inner elbows and release. Feel the shoulders relaxing. Feel the legs strong. Feel the back releasing. The spine releases. Breathing out and breathing in. Lift the head, hands on the hips, bend the knees. That's a lovely relaxing pose. Your head goes below your heart, which means your heart doesn't have to work so fast. So it calms and quietens the whole body. So we'll do another standing pose. So we'll do a chair pose. So the feet traditionally are together, and as I always say, it's traditionally taught by men, so it may not sit if you're a woman, so you might want your feet a wee bit apart, but you want the feeling of the legs working strongly. So the important thing in this pose is that your knee, you want to be able to see your toes, you want your body weight back. So it's as if you're trying to find the breakfast stool. So your legs are strong and active, and you're sitting down and you want to still be able to see your toes. Let's put the hands in prayer position here. So can I still see my toes? Yes, I can. I'm pushing into my feet and lifting my toes up. I'm just in that habit. It really helps you ground and rich. So I'm sitting back. I'm trying to find that invisible breakfast bar stool, or pub bar stool for some of you guys. Legs, I'm squeezing my legs together as if I've got a block between my thighs. I'm just going lower. So gravity's pulling me lower, but I'm keeping this breastbone lifted. The neck is in line with the rest of the spine. I'm not lifting it too far forward or too far down. And I'm just coming back. If you want to, bring the hands out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Breathing in, you're coming down. No, breathing in, you're coming up, breathing out. Gravity is pulling you down. So you can lift your hands, you can keep your hands here in prayer, bring your hands straight in front of you, or lift your hands up. But you're just trying to find that stool, trying to lift the heart up. So you've got the two forces going here. You've got gravity pulling the body down. Check, can you still see your toes? You don't want your knees, you don't want to be able to have your knees blocking your toes. So breathing in, breathing out. The weight is the back of the heels. Are you loving this? You saying hello to your thighs? Come on, who stuck out of it when I wasn't looking? And then we're just going to dive forward into your forward bend. Keep the knees bent if you like. Relax through the shoulders, relax through the head. Feel the release, and then bend the knees, lift the head up. Can you come straight back up into it? You don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, but just see and play and see how you feel. Watch the breath and slowly coming up and releasing the hands down. Notice how you feel. Let the breath catch up with you. I'm sure you're all far fitter than me and you're not having to talk away at the same time. So we're going to do a little bit of balance. Now,
1 hour.
Okay. We're going to do a little bit of balance. And so we're going to, balance isn't my strong point, but it doesn't make any difference, just still, it's really good to do. So I'm going to start with the right foot, the left foot. So I'm going to really spread those left toes, get that left foot rooted and grounded, and start to lift this right leg up. So I'm just playing. So you can start with the toe on the floor and just see where you can get to. So you're inviting that knee up. If it suits you, you can invite the arms up. Be as relaxed as possible. Fingertips coming to the sky, knee coming up, strong standing leg. And if you need a wall, if you need a bit of support, get a bit of support. You can use the foot on the floor, or you can have a finger on a wall, whatever suits you. Or hold on to a chair or whatever. So you want to feel the strength, and the more you wobble, the more you're working those muscles in your lower leg, so it's all good. Feel the tailbone in, mula bandha lifted, shoulders relaxed, fingers coming up. Oh, these are all well balanced people. And slowly coming down. Now, one of the reasons I find it hard to balance is my arches aren't very, they're quite low. But another reason that I find it hard to balance is my mind is really, 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 really busy all the time. And you need a quiet mind. As soon as you think a thought, your mind, you lose your balance. So it's really good for helping you still the mind. So we'll do the other side. So you get the right foot, spread the toes, pushing that whole foot in. Feel the leg engaged, tailbone, mula, navel back to spine, shoulders relaxed. And you start by just lifting the heel of the left foot up and then exploring. So you can just play with this, getting the knee up as much as is right for you. And then bringing the arms up, bringing the arms up. Shoulders relaxed. So your leg is working strongly, but there's not a thought in your mind. Your arms are up, but they're relaxed. Your face is relaxed. Your eyes are relaxed. And you can have a smile on your face. Just happy and content. It's one of the yamas, the foundations of yoga, the attitudes, is to be content with wherever you're at. So you can have a lovely smile, just feeling content, feeling the heart open, shoulders relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep dropping the shoulders, keep the spine tall, keep the tailbone in. Wherever you're at is fine. And this is what I used to find hard when I learnt yoga, was to not collapse out of it, but to come out of it slowly and gracefully. But nobody can see what you're at. So, okay, that's great. So I'd like to just do one more pose from lying down. Doing a back bend, and then we'll go onto our backs, do a couple of cool downs and move into our relaxation. So whatever way you like, we're going to come down into, let's see, maybe if I bring the mat around this way for now. So we're going to come down to lie on our belly. So again, if you're a skinny malinx and your bones push into the floor, you can pad up here. I don't have that problem, and see what's right for you. So we're just going to come down, whatever way is right for you to come down. For some people you want to come down, you can move into dog, but whatever way is right for you, tabletop and lie down. Now, which will I be able to be seen if I'm this way, or do I need to go the other way? So we're lying on our bellies and just feel the floor supporting you. You can have one cheek on the mat. I like to support my cheek because I wear glasses. And let yourself relax. Feel the belly soften into the floor. Feel the floor and ground holding you and supporting you. Feel the belly being massaged by the earth as you breathe out, as you breathe in. So we're going to just we can put the hands on the floor, rest the chin, and we're going to just stretch the legs back. So before we do any back bend, we need to lengthen through the spine. So we breathe in, we lift the right leg up, lengthen back, breathing out, release down. Breathing in, left leg straight up, breathing out, pointing the toes to the back of the wall, lengthening the back and stretching down. Breathing in, do a few more like that, lengthen, breathing out, down. One more on the other side, breathing in, lift, lengthen and breathe out. So now you have the spine ready, and we're going to do an easy back bend called the Sphinx. So you put the forearms on the floor, the elbow comes straight down to the shoulder comes straight down to the elbow straight to the hand, and the fingers are spread. Same on the other side. So you can feel the pubic area, the belly button area, sinking and relaxing into the floor. So really relax the belly, and then pushing into the forearms, lift the breastbone up as high as you can, and make sure the shoulders stay relaxed. So this is a really lovely back bend. So really feel the chest lifting. You're not lifting the head, you're lifting through this chest, through the front of the body, eyes looking forward, pushing into the hands, shoulders relaxed, belly relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep feeling the ribs lifting away from the floor. Okay. And then if you want to, you can turn your head, look out over one shoulder. See if you can see your bum, how beautiful your bum looks. Breathing in back to centre and breathing out, look over the other shoulder. And you should feel a lovely stretch here. And back to centre. To come out of the pose, and remember, come out of it anytime you wish, push into the hands, move the elbows and sink into the floor. Toes towards each other, heels out, rest your head on the other cheek. Now I'm going to just keep looking here because I don't want to turn my back on you. So whatever way it suits you, but use the other cheek. And breathe. And then we're going to just finish, do a few cool downs to finish. So roll onto your back. Have the knees bent and take a moment to adjust. So make sure the head and neck feels long. If you need to get your pillow, let's get my pillow and blanket handy. If you need to get your cushion under, and now it's very comfortable. I don't need it just yet because we're not relaxing just yet, but you might need it if your eyes are pointing backwards. So have the knees bent. Bring the knees in over the chest, toes pointing up, and simply rock side to side. We're just easing the spine into a forward bend after the back bend after the back bend. It's important not to finish your yoga class on a back bend, and to make it a bit more of a forward bend. We can lift the head, neck and chest up towards the knees, keeping those shoulders relaxed, keeping the toes pointing up. And remember, if it's too much for your neck, just hug in like this. Remember listening to your body. So if you want to, you can breathe in. If you want to, you can keep your head on the floor. And then we're going to bring the arms wide. Place the feet on the floor. You can lift the head, check you look like you're in a good alignment. And then we're going to move the knees over to the right and head and neck over to the left. And this is just to finish the yoga class with a spinal twist. So really relax the body. I'm just going to face this way so that you can see me, but your head is turned like this. And I want to keep near the microphone. So breathing out and breathing in, and feel the shoulders relaxing. If you're used to yoga and it feels not much of a stretch, you can bring the knees up towards the armpit. But see if you can keep this left shoulder on the floor and feel as if you're breathing up and down through the spine. And then coming back to centre, bringing the knees in, Check you're in a good alignment, and then bring the knees over to the other side. And again, if it's not enough of a stretch, bring the knees up to the armpit. And if it feels too much of a stretch, if you feel a bit of pain on the back, you can shift the hips the opposite direction, and you can support your legs with a blanket or with a cushion so that you can really relax into this posture. Breathing out and breathing in, and feel the body holding you and supporting you. And then in your own time, slowly coming up. And here's where we get very comfortable for the final relaxation. So you can put your blanket over you, you can put a cushion under your head, put jumpers on, socks on, whatever you need to do to get yourself really, really comfortable. So take that time to adjust, to get comfortable. If you're wearing glasses, you can take glasses off. Lots of people like to maybe cover their eyes with a blanket, with a belt, with something, a scarf or something like that. And then just adjust and take time, letting the feet roll out. Remember, if your back is bad, just having those knees bent up. The chin slightly towards the chest, moving into Shavasana, feeling relaxed, feeling the floor is holding you, feel the floor is supporting you. And let the breath come naturally and effortlessly and easily. And all the work that you've done, just let it all go. Let yourself release and soften, melt into the earth. Feel the body relaxing and releasing. And scan through your body. How does your head feel? Your face? Be aware of the crown of your head, the back of your head, right side, left side. Be aware of the forehead, eyebrows, eyelids, nose, cheeks, lips, jaw. Feel your whole face soft and relaxed, pure and clear. Allow the neck to relax, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers. Notice the warmth and weight of both arms. Let them relax, let them be. Be aware of your spine, your upper back, middle, lower back. Be aware of your hips, buttocks. Taking your awareness up to the upper chest, the breast, the abdomen, belly, groin, and feel the whole of the torso, inside and outside, relaxing and releasing. Be aware of your legs, the thighs, the knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. Both legs relaxing and releasing, heavy and warm. Be aware of the whole of the right side, the whole of the left side. And notice subtle differences between the two. Taking your awareness to your whole body, to your whole body. And just be aware of now sensations as the breath moves through the body, bringing in the fresh and the new, releasing and relaxing on the out breath. Just being present in this moment with the body, with the breath, with the now sensation, watching as everything arises and passes. And take 5 more lovely, long, slow, deep out breaths and in breaths. Feeling the breath moving through the lungs and hearing the sound of your body, of your breath. As you continue to release into the earth, relax, being present. And after your 5 breaths, we're going to start to bring movement into the body, moving the fingers, moving the toes. Find your own way to waken yourself up. Be easy, be kind, be soft. Stretch the arms up behind you. Stretch the legs away, really bringing a lovely all over stretch to your body, and do this your own way in your own time. You can hug the knees in over the chest, gently rock from side to side, just easing out the spine, easing out the back, keeping the shoulders soft. Lovely. Placing the feet on the floor, briskly rub the palms of the hands together to create warmth, to create heat. Placing the palms over the closed eyes, keeping the shoulders relaxed, block out all the light, and feel that lovely energy bath soothing your eyes. Keeping the eyes closed, rub the hands again vigorously, placing the hands over the heart centre, centre of the chest, and feel that warmth, that connection as you bring love and light into your body, into your being. I love this beautiful body. It is nature's gift to me. I love every cell of my body. It is precious to me. And then one more time, rubbing the palms, placing the hands on the belly, and just trusting what you can do is enough. Trusting this lockdown is enough to help us, to protect us. Trusting that you're always doing your best. Trusting the next breath. When you've finished, you can just roll over onto your right side or your left. I like to stretch my right arm and roll onto that, but whatever way suits you. And you just lie with your eyes open for a moment or two, just to connect and feel that space between your yoga practice and the rest of your day. And take your time. In my classes we would stay for a lot longer than this, but you take your time and just come up in your own time. Come into your sitting posture. Just make sure you're comfortable. Watching the breath flowing through the body. Being aware of the now sensations in your body, in your being. And the next time you breathe out, we're going to do a lovely long out breath. Breathing out fully and deeply and completely, followed by a long inhalation on our 3 arms. Keep well, keep safe, and namaste. So before we finish, I just want to say to the U3Ers, Christine has asked me to do shorter sessions, which I think is a really good idea. So I'm going to focus on, necks, shoulders, backs. If there's anything in particular you would like me to focus on, particular poses, particular sequences, particular areas of the body, let me know, and I'll do one for I'll do a 10-15 minute slot on those different things. So please let me know. Keep safe. See you on the other side. Bye.